Good day everyone, we are the group 4 and we will be discussing the topic, the teacher as a school culture catalyst. But before that, let me introduce my group mates, Melanie Nodalo, Eva Tagaunsud, Angela Nobleza, Angelica Bahinting, Jana Joy Roldan, Alia Lacadon, and yours truly, Sherlene Villahermosa. The teacher as a school culture catalyst. Culture is a system of knowledge shared by a relatively large group of people. These are the customs, laws, dress, architectural style, social standards, and traditions. When we talk about school culture, it refers to the beliefs, perceptions, relationships, attitudes, and written and unwritten rules of a school. It is both unconscious and conscious perspective, values, interactions, and practices. Later on, the next reporter will be discuss the broader concept and explanation about this school culture. But before that, let's discuss the first example of a school culture, which is the school structure. School structure refers to the foundation of the school system is built. The structure defines some of the most important school characteristics like school entrance age, compulsory education, duration of different school levels, systems of ordinations, and internal correlations. Structure also refers to the physical structure of the school and the hierarchy authority of the school. Physical structure refers to the way area in the classroom environment and the setup and where the materials and furniture are placed. A physically structured classroom provides organization to students and help the staff, students, and classroom within understand what activities are occurring in each area of classroom at any given time. Okay, so difference between school levels, school structure. So, dito sa hierarchy of authority. If atong tanawon ang ilahang chart sa secondary ug tertiary, mas broad ang tertiary kay naa siya mga different courses sa school and lahi-lahi sa ang teacher ana nila. Unlike sa secondary, though na mga subjects and lahi-lahi sa dangkuan, lahi-lahi sa ng teacher sa bawat subjects, but if we compare it sa, like for example, the Mati Comprehensive High School, which is dako na siya na school, and then the Dorso. So if ato na siyang i-compare, so mas dako and broad ang tertiary, which is the Dorso, unlike sa secondary school chart. And tertiary, the secondary is creative also, then napaghapon siya pagka-detailed sa mga classroom nila, which is makakita itag mga design, mga colorful material, and mga organized na pang-organized na mga object. Unlike sa tertiary is kato na mga butang na makita nimo sa secondary classroom is wala na sa tertiary. Like wala na yung mga design, mga chart. It is plain, then mature na ang way of dito sa school, ang mga behavior na kailangan present sa classroom. So under sa school structure, we have the classical Weberian bureaucracy. So Max Weber is a German sociologist and political economist. He is known as the principal architect of modern social science along with Karl Marx and Emil Durkheim. Max Weber bureaucracy theory defines bureaucracy as a highly structured, formalized, and also an impersonal organization. So, this theory believe that it can be this theory believe that a bureaucracy should be highly structured and formalized, and we have three kinds of power. So Weber believed that there could be three kinds of power in the organization. First is the traditional, second is the charismatic, and the legal rational. So traditional is, in this traditional authority, the workers considered as servants are dependent upon the leader or the Lord, working as their servants and following the stated rules and regulations blindly. Like, so this kind of power are present like sa mga sinaunang panahon, or like sa mga matanaw nato sa movie na which is naas like God na gina-praise nila, then ang servant is mo follow lang sa mga gusto sa ilahang leader, even if it is bad or good. Ana ang traditional. The second one is the charismatic. So under charismatic power, due to the extraordinary personality of the managers, the workers are deeply motivated to perform their best in the task that allotted to them. However, this charisma may fade away with the manager's layoff, resignation, or demise. So, in an organization, and then yung boss mo is very kind, helpful, and responsible, then na-amaze mo, and then ganahan mo ang servants na mo sa iyaha, mo serve and mo follow sa iyaha. So ganahan mo follow sa iyaha ang iyahang mga leaders. Mo nang gitawag ni siya charismatic is because kato na charisma na which is ganahan ang mga servants na mo follow sa iyaha. Kato siya na charisma is ma-fade away siya when time come na mag-resign na siya or mahawa siya sa isa ka organization. The third one is the legal rationale. So the legal rationale power, the workers either need to abide by the legal rules or the naturally applicable laws. In short, all the employee need to follow a consistent set of principles. So this legal rationale is very common na gina-apply sa mga organization na naadiri. Like ang leader mag-set of rules. Then kato na mga rules is kailangan i-follow sa mga members or sa mga servants ana. We have principles of bureaucratic theory. First is the hierarchy of authority. Weber proposed that there should be a systematic hierarchy in the organization, defining the position of each employee from the top to the lowest level. In such a system, each employee knows who they have to report, whose orders they need to follow, and what is the role of different personnel in the organizations. So, here's a hierarchy of authority. When we talk about hierarchy, we usually mean the chain of command that runs from the head teacher to the classroom teacher, as well as any other staff position in between. This includes the department needs and other teaching staff. It allows teachers to deal with student behavior more quickly and easily. There should be no ambiguity or concern about presenting a problem to a senior for advice and help. The school should provide the clear instruction or when to do so. So this principle of hierarchy authority is very important para manon nato kung kinsa or asa ta mag-report The second one is the formal rules and regulations. So there should be a clear set of principles, procedures, rules, and regulations and written form to be followed universally by everyone working in the organization, irrespective for their position. So in a school, rules and regulations are vital because they help people to be disciplined, keep the school orderly, and maintain the school's quality. The primary purpose of the rules and regulations in school is to discipline the students. So these rules allow pupils to well behave in the school grounds. The third principle is the division of labor. The whole work should be assorted into smaller task sets to ascertain that every set of tasks is assigned to the right person, the one who has the capability of fulfilling it. This not only improves the work efficiency but also ensures proper allocation of job responsibilities. So, like for example sa mga students and we are conducting research sa school. And then the leader or the leader should be divided the task into smaller one and give it to its members. So dapat naatay proper division of labor so that ang work ninyo is effectively and successfully done. The third principle is the career orientation. Another essential principle is that management should motivate employees to build a long-term career in the organization by providing job security and performance-based incentives to them. So, in the career orientation, teachers should be given time and persuaded in their careers by social administration. They must be ensured that the teachers in their respective managements and respective managements are career goal. So in the career orientation, teachers should be given time and persuaded in their careers by school administration. They must ensure the teacher and their respective management are career goal oriented. Baliktaan. So teachers should be given time, persuaded, and their careers by school administration. They must ensure that the teacher in their respective management are career goal-oriented and see the career choices and self-management behavior as an important driving factor. Okay, the fifth principle is the impersonality. In an organization, the impersonal relationship develop among the employees which may lead to favoritism or nepotism. Weber said that the application of rules or managerial decisions should be impartial and independent of such relation. So, there's an impersonality. Impersonality is the absence of emotional attachment and the situation. Social organizations should set boundaries in personal attachment towards the employee to have a fair view. So it is important to have a fair view in an organization, meaning to say walay favoritism. So when we talk about favoritism, which is very present sa ubang mga organizations, like for example, friend nimo na siya then, and because of their friendship, dili nimo siya tagaan og mga bugat na task. This principle is the formal selection process. Weber believed that the workers should be recruited through their technical skills and expertise instead of the first come, first served selected basis. Even the promotion should be based on performance and merit. This not only leads to the better productivity but also adds the employees' growth and satisfaction. Same with businesses, school, or an organization should be applied in a theory informal selection process where employee selection and base experience, competence, and technical qualifications demonstrated by examinations, etc. by a school. So, in businesses, dili lang siya basta-basta na maghatag og mga promotion sa mga members if dili siya qualified na i-promote. So, advantages of bureaucracy. The first one is specialization or expertise. In bureaucracy management, the work is divided among the employees according to their skill, capabilities, and other expertise, which results in job specialization in the organization, which increase the effectiveness of an employee in performing tasks. So, the second advantage of a bureaucracy is the skill-based recruitment. So, the employees are recruited by matching their skill and expertise with the required for the vacant job position to ensure the right person in the place at the right job. The third advantage of a bureaucracy is the predictability. When there is a systematic hierarchy and defined rules and methods of performing the complicated task in the organization, actions is similar situations become somewhat predictable for the management. So if there is uncertainties that happen in the organization or a company, so it has the predictability, or there's certain actions na buhaton sa mga employee same as common na ginabuhat na nila. The fourth advantage is the equality. Okay. Equality, the management remains unbiased towards the employees and ensures the fair judgment at the time of any issue or in the organization. So, bureaucracy has a equality wherein the boss should have a fair view of each employee. And the fifth one is the structure. A systematic organizational structure can be developed through bureaucracy, where the rules, regulations, methods, and procedures are well defined. So, meron din the sixth principle is the systematic record keeping. So, this approach focuses on the systematically recording all businesses, transactions, and operations in document to be used by the other employee in the future. So, ang bureaucracy have a systematic record keeping wherein tanan na mga record is na-keep na siya even if unsa na siya kadugay. So, next is this rationality. So, the recording of operations brings rationality, framing the laws, rules, regulations, and procedures for the future on the experience. So, these mga rules and regulations are being implemented throughout the years or sa mga umaabot pa ng mga years. Okay, disadvantages of bureaucracy. The first one is the one-way communication. The bureaucracy theory on the passing of information, task orders, rules, and regulations from the top-level management to the bottom level. However, feedback concerning the operational issues and other suggestions are not taken from the employees. Meaning to say, all information and other mga plans is from the boss and not taken from the employee. The second one is the exploitation of power. In bureaucracy, managers have a higher authority which can be misused by them to meet their interests or dominate their subordinates. So, isa po ka disadvantage sa bureaucracy is wherein ang power is naalang sa boss, and then wala na yung right yung mga employee, wala yung right na mag-suggest or maghatag mga bad comments sa boss. Okay? The boss is the boss, and then they need to follow what the orders of their boss. The third one is the wastage of time, efforts, and money. It involves the recording of all businesses, transactions, and operations to create documents which require a lot of time, money, efforts of the personnel. Meaning to say, a bureaucracy is gitawag siya wastage of time and is because bureaucracy have dako siya na trabaho, and then yung mga dako siya na trabaho and mga wastage of effort and money is the wastage of efforts is because every plan or mga project na nasa bureaucracy or the organization is pinaghihirapan din sa mga employee. The fourth one is delay in business decision making. The top level management keeps the decision making authority with itself. Therefore, the lower level managers have to rely upon the top managers, even in the case of any emergency or situations demanding immediate actions. So, dili siya basta-basta na makabuhat og mga actions katong mga employee or sa mga assistant manager na naa sa organization. Same with the number one, which is the one-way communication, which is nasa boss lang yung order na kailangan i-follow sa mga employee. Okay, the fourth one is the hinders innovation and creativity. The supervisor controls every activities of the employees, which ultimately restricts subordinates to apply creativity and innovation to their work. So meaning to say, dili basta-basta maka-create og action ang mga employee. Like for example, conduct sila mga party or other mga creative na mga butang na pwede nila i-implement sa ilahang company without the permission of the boss. So dili nila to basta-basta na i-implement. Like for example sa ato sa mga student, and then mag-ask tag permission sa ato ang teacher na, ma'am, pwede ta mag-party inani, and then if dili mo sagot ang teacher na to, so wala tayong mabuhat. The last one is the inflexible and rigid methods. The bureaucracy theory does not entertain any changes or modification in the management system, which make it quite rigid. So kung unsa na ang nakatatak ng mga rules and regulations na naa sa isa ka company or bureaucracy, so mao na to, wala na, dili na dapat siya i-change. Mao na to ang permanente na i-implement sa isa ka company. Okay, so that will be all. If you have any clarifications and questions that in my report, just comment below. Thank you.